play through their injuries at this point of the season?
Well, great question, Kevin, because if you can get on the court and you are on the playoff bubble, most players will risk health to help their team.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got Russell. Prophet is out there with the captain. Then it's Mayo. And it's Ingram in at the 3.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Outside Jackson. And Lure kicks to Jackson. 4 on the clock. Harris misses. Now here's Ingram, guarded by Harris. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Oh, this could be an early sign of an explosive game for him. You have to keep your eye on him if you're the defense.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And that one misses. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against New York.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road in front of a hostile crowd, they maintain their poise. They maintain their focus. Just awesome to watch.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Jackson kicks to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Ingram with the steal. With the shot. The shot missing. And Detroit the other way now. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Well, ugly is a good word. I mean, they just seemed scattered. The play calling failed to create any open looks. Just a rough night in the scoring column. Just pathetic.
So it's Detroit now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Harris. Shot to stop the run. Harris missing again.
Maybe he should look to pass the ball right now and get his teammates involved, because right now, his shot's not falling. He's ice cold.
Detroit's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. Harris missing again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to the Prophet. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
For Los Angeles, they have started out 0-1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And with the core that this Piston team has, they do a great job, Chris, of attacking the glass.
Well, Kevin, and conversely, the Pistons do a great job of limiting offensive boards while on defense. Every game they are getting a handful of extra chances because of their approach. The leader is Drummond, but there are a lot of other active bigs to fill out the roster.
And he makes both free throws. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, they need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now Jackson. Last game out, 36 points for him. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And that one drops for him.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
The beginning of this game has had their imprint all over it.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Ingram.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Jackson against Russell. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And the way Harris sticks these catch-and-shoot jumpers is just devastating to the defense. I mean, what can they do against that?
Ingram kicks to Mayo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jackson against Russell. Jackson passes to Harris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Harris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Detroit. Outside Mayo. Now here's Ingram. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. The Prophet, and there's another one for the Lakers.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
It's really the ideal start that any team wants. Now they have to ride this wave throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Jackson, looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's Harris off the drive, and it's Ingram with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's Russell in the corner. No good from outside. Pistons trail by 10. Hilliard kicks to Jackson. Harris a screen on Russell. Pass to Harris. Puts up a three. Harris missing again. Los Angeles is gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Mayo kicks to Ingram. There's the pass to the Prophet. He dishes it to Mayo. Hassel, the pass to Russell. Clock is at 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Hilliard. Here's Harris. And the shot is long.
Now, this would be a totally different ball game if his shot was on target like it usually is.
Ingram dishes to Russell. Outside Mayo. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to score.
Oh, come on. Did you see that? Did you see that?
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And that one drops.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Lakers second. In the third spot, the Pistons.
I don't think we're going to see a shot clock violation in this one, fellas. I mean, both of these teams play at a breakneck pace.
Pistons trail by 12. And you look back, Chris, at the teams that Stan Van Gundy has coached in the past, each one of them were considered contenders for so long.
Well, the job of turning things around here in Detroit has been nothing short of spectacular. Not really nice there. Poor technique on the screen, but savvy scoring move to save that trip down the floor.
Passes to the Prophet. Feeds it to Mayo, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now, that's 2 fouls for him, and we aren't even far into this one. We might have to sit on the bench for a while to avoid picking up another one.
Marjanovic checked in for Aaron Baines. Pistons on defense. 9-point game. Now here's Ingram. We're covering, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. The Prophet. Rebound, Detroit. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Incredibly aggressive. Drew a lot of fouls on the other team's starters. Made them go deep into their bench.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Jackson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Lure with it. Pass to Hilliard. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Harris missing again.
Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his team dearly.
Down low. Here's Hessel. And it's Lure with the rebound.
They have to be happy at least with how they set it up. Most of the time, that's a sure make.
Hilliard kicks to Jackson. The dish to Harris. No good that time. Lakers leading by 9. And here's the fast break. The kick out to Mayo. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
He's going to have to shake that off and forget about it. Got to stay confident in himself.
Here's the Prophet. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And no doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
Well, they're really pushing their interior game right into the face of the D. And so far, the defense has no answer for it.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Ellinson's checked in for John Lure. Marcus Morris comes in for Tobias Harris. Leno Udrich, he's checked in for Darren Hilliard. And it's Ish Smith in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here is Smith. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia.
Don't forget about his playmaking. Kept his head up. Found his teammates all night.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And Morris does a great job keeping his head up, finding his teammate for quality shots.
To the right side. Wide open. Shot by Collins, no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Well, Chris, we're seeing around the NBA, from the Warriors to the Spurs to so many, the value of great passing from all 5 positions, but especially the big men, especially the front court. In your opinion, what advantages does a big man have as a playmaker?
Well, the big man has many advantages. One, if he's a beast on the post like he should be, Kevin, he should be drawing double teams. And what does that allow? That means that there are 3 on 4 on the rest of the play, 3 defensive players against 4 offensive players. And if he swings that ball quickly, just let the mathematics alone do the trick and you move that ball and you'll have an advantage. What else does it do? Sometimes the player is taller and he can see over the defense and maybe attack from angles that shorter players can't do. And third, what does it do? Big guys on defense are not used to playing outside of the free throw line defensively. And so therefore your defender may not be as strong and therefore get his hands on deflections and things that you may see happening from guards. So yeah, you're right. The big fellas that have always been some of the best players in the post have been some of the best passers. And right now you're seeing that in order to be in the game, you're going to have to make your teammates better and not just be an endless hole in there when they throw the ball to you.
Great perspective. Here's Udrich. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. The pass to the Prophet. Passes it to Cobb. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Rebound by Smith. Pistons trail by 9. Teardrop shot. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ellenson. 1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Smith right side. 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Udrich. Misses the jumper.
Beautiful execution in terms of creating space for his shot. He just couldn't get that one to fall.
And again, the Lakers no good. The Pistons shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Here's Morris. That one no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Ohio, the pass to the Prophet. Here's Collins. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he can't get the first one. Second free throw, no good. Pistons trail by 9. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now Udrih, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. There's a screen by Marjanovic. And Udrih kicks to Marjanovic. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to the Prophet. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Ellenson dishes to Smith. Now the feed to Ellenson. Pass to Marjanovic. And here's Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. From 18 feet away. Rebound the Lakers. Here's Collins. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Shot off the pick. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. Pistons trailed by 11. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Sinks the three-pointer.
And even from deep, Jackson is a threat. You can't give him breathing room from that far out. Now, we all know Reggie Jackson is as quick as most guards in the league, but that isn't why he's able to get anywhere on the court. He does a great job of keeping defenders guessing with his change of speed. It looks like he's moving in slow motion at times because his movement is so fluid.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pistons raised a few eyebrows when they took Stanley Johnson with the 8th pick overall in 2015. Now, he's a great athlete, but some thought there were better basketball prospects available. But Stan Van Gundy says what you've got to bank on is a player's work ethic and commitment to being great. There's just something about him. He is a great competitor. Kevin?
And he's built like a tank. DA, thanks. Thank you very much. And Chris, with Reggie Jackson, he is so talented with the changing of speeds on the move.
And you can't underplay how hard it is to guard a guy who is always starting and stopping. It's a constant guessing game if you're a defender, and eventually you'll anticipate wrong. Reggie finishes so well in so many places. It's a big part of why he's a great scorer.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Well, over the last couple years, we've seen teams emphasize ball movement and player movement. Chris, you like that trend?
You know what? I do like that trend. You know, from my days playing with the Kings, that was our style of play. The ball movement, get guys involved, make sure that you back up when you're overplayed by the defense, have some fun. I do like that style of play. Now, there are times for ISOs when you look at a guy like Melo or Durant, or you look at a guy like Curry or Thompson, or you look at a guy like LeBron or Uncle Drew. These guys, if they have the ball, I mean, get out the way. ISO ball is still, there's 20 guys in this league that can have an ISO play call for them every time, because ISO also means I can beat my man, draw your man, and pass it to an open teammate. So I think ISO ball should not be taken for granted, but I think it's a big responsibility for a lot of players, and there's only a handful, or about 3 or 4 handfuls of players in the NBA, in my opinion, that should be given the freedom to go to work on an ISO.
Great way to put it. We've seen so much turnover, Chris, in the coaching ranks over the last year, over the last couple of years. And when you look at teams with these new coaches, where do you see a great fit? Where do you think you see a coach who can really help a situation now?
I like Luke Walton with the Lakers. I think that they're going to struggle for years, and I think the fact that he has the perspective of championship, not only as a player, but as a coach and assistant coach, and I think having young guys, I think he can relate to them and communicate, and they'll listen. Interested in seeing how that situation turns out.
And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Pistons trail by 10. Smith kicks to Harris. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Here's Harris. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Now, one thing you're going to get from Tobias Harris every night is activity. He's always moving at a high speed, whether the open floor or in the half-court set. He opens up space and gets a lot of easy looks because of how he moves around the floor.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. And Chris, with Harris and his activity, it's not unusual to see a player that is as active as him move the way he does. But it is unusual to see a player with that strength and build do it so easily.
Well, Kevin, he sort of reminds you of Sean Marion. That's the Matrix. He has a diverse skill set, gives you a little bit of everything on the offensive end.
Chris, for a lot of players, being called a tweener is a bit of a backhanded remark. It means they have no true position. But that might be a compliment for Tobias Harris.
You're right, Kev. That is exactly the case with Harris. He's considered a tweener just because he can have a large impact at both forward spots. He has the strength and ability to finish inside at the 4, but he's a good enough shooter from range to play the 3 and has no problem defending from either spot.
Pistons have shot 50% from the line today, 3 for 6.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Oh, I love the anticipation on that play. Might have stolen it if he were there just about a half a step sooner.
Here's Redding. Outside, Russell. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Again, Russell missing. Pistons trailed by 5. Harris passes to Jackson. Back to Harris. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, you love the use of the mid-range jumper from Harris. Just takes his time and makes sure he's in rhythm before releasing the shot.
Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Knicks in New York.
And stealing the ball right and left. He was jumping the passing lanes. No one wanted to dribble against him. Total disruption.
Now Jackson. After Brandon Ingram missing on that last 3-pointer. Jackson kicks to Harris. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Hassel. The captain's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, it appears as though he has lost his touch a little after connecting on 2 in the first quarter.
They get it back. Outside, Russell. Lakers working the ball around now. They set the pick to the middle. A second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Lakers have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet. First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Pistons trail by 5. Jackson passes to Hilliard. There's the screen. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
He just lost where he was on the court. It ended up out of bounds there.
Makes it off the glass. Russell's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Dishes it to Harris. Inside, Baines, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for Detroit.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
The first free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Mayo's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Lakers leading by 6. To the wing right side. The pass to Hassan. In the corner, it's Ingram. Passes it to Hassan. Clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer off the left rim and out.
That was just textbook defense. As soon as he caught the ball, the D surrounded him.
Jackson kicks to Hilliard. Jackson drives in, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Russell sets a screen for Mayo. Now, here is Russell. He's guarded closely, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for O.J. Mayo. Pistons trail by 6. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Harris. He feeds it to Baines. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Look at the Prophet, second in the league, having an excellent season. And, of course, Brandon Ingram.
It's exciting to see 2 young fellas start to figure it out and determine how to assert themselves offensively.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Lakers leading by 4. Outside Mayo. Pass to Hassel. There's the pick. Russell kicks to Ingram. Shoots from the line. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game. Jackson up top. He's guarded by Russell. And it's Baines missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Harris has got the ball. He kicks to Jackson. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Even when the D is draped around him, Jackson knows how to finish close to the rim. Just such a skilled player.
Marjanovic checked in for Aaron Baines. The Lakers also with a sub. Collins is checked in. Lakers leading by 4. Outside Mayo. Pass to Hassel. He dishes it to Russell. But they'll get another chance. To the inside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Hilliard. It's deflected. Harris dishes to Jackson. And the call will be against O.J. Mayo. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Detroit, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. And the first one at the line is good. A different look here for Detroit. Ellenson comes in for Lure. And it's Udrich in for Jackson. The Profits checked in for the Lakers. Silk comes in for Russell. He hits both from the stripe. The Lakers in the lead. Silk passes to the Prophet. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And here's a look at some numbers for the Prophet. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in rebounding, 16th in shooting percentage. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Pistons trail by 3. Now Udrich. From 10 feet out, and it's off the back rim, no good. Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Dolman, and he converts the layup. And the Lakers lead by 5.
How about that assist? Accurate toss inside for the high percentage look.
Here's Udrich. Ripped away. Here's Cobb. And that one is good.
Excellent vision right there on that assist. Perfect setup.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Hilliard kicks to Udrich. The pass to Marjanovic. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. Offensive rebound. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Nice passing here by Los Angeles to the paint. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Cleveland. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that number 1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Detroit just need to take it a game at a time.
And checking out Detroit, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Well, it's not really shocking, is it? Considering the makeup of their roster. They need a ton of help in many areas if they want to get better.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, as you know, things could have turned out a lot differently for Stan Van Gundy. He was the favorite for the coaching vacancy in Golden State in 2014, but in the end, the Pistons owner gave him the chance to coach and run the front office, and that led him to Detroit. The Warriors went on to win the title that season, but Van Gundy insists, if I had to do it over again, this is exactly where I'd want to be. Kevin, he can build this team exactly as he wants.
Thanks, D.A., and after some tough exits in Miami and Orlando, this time he holds the cards. A different look here for Detroit. Morris is checked in for Harris, and it's Ish Smith in for Darren Hilliard. Ohio on the pass to Collins. Here's the Prophet to the paint. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Lakers have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Pistons trailed by 8. Smith outside. Marjanovic with a screen for Smith. Out left to the wing. Morris kicks to Smith. Detroit, no good that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Feeds to Collins. Passes it to the Prophet. Pass to Cobb. From the arc. The rebound by Marjanovic. Detroit's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Smith. And it goes down 2 points. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
Teamwork at its finest. Love the extra pass.
Ohio on the pass to Cobb. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Ohio. Misses the 3. The Pistons trailing. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Smith. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The free throw drops for Smith. Smith hits them both. Lakers leading by 4. The 3 hits the three-point bomb.
He has to take that wide open 3, even though that's not his bread and butter.
Marjanovic with a screen for Smith. Ellenson kicks to Smith. And it's Udrich in the corner. Good on the triple.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
I like that style. Lose 3 points, get them right back at the other end. That's good basketball.
Here's Silk. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 5. To the wing right side. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's the Prophet. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed that one.
The steal. Here's the break. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pistons trailed by 4. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Marjanovic. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the night. And Los Angeles guys shooting not great. 40% for the game. The dish to Collins for the 3.
I really like the hustle of Morris. He does a terrific job crowding the shooters.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers lead by 2.
It was all about the Lakers as the game got going. They went to work early at both ends of the floor, going on a 9-0 run to jump out in front. After a well-executed first quarter, they held the lead by 11. Then in the second quarter, the steam was let out of their hot air balloon as they were outscored and outplayed, but they still cling to a 2-point advantage at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not going.
And the Pistons with possession. Trailing by 2. John Lure's out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Aaron Baines. And there's Jackson. And it's Hilliard in at the 2. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons.
I mean, come on. Jackson is so effective from the mid-range area of the court. He sticks these shots all the time.
Russell, a screen on Jackson. Ingram with it. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Russell's got 8 points. And it's Detroit's ball. A 2-point game. Jackson kicks to Baines. They set the screen. Here's Harris. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Oh, man, and defenders have to be more cautious when guarding Harris. He is constantly looking to draw contact on his shots.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
That's good from Harris. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, wow, and Harris is a guy that really offers a ton of versatility. He can play both forward spots and is an efficient scorer from just about anywhere.
Now, here is Russell. Ingram kicks to Mayo, to the middle. And it's Ingram missing. The Pistons shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Back to Jackson. Here's Harris. Harris missing again.
These are just terrible shots he's attempting right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horseplay.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
And here's Jackson. He's got 9. Here's the screen. Now the feed to Harris. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Outside, Russell. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Russell hits them both. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Dishes to Baines. Kicks it to Lure. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
And the free throw, no good. The Lakers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Pass to Russell. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's the Prophet. 12 points for him. Again, Russell missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jackson. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, he might not be known as Mr. October, but Reggie Jackson does share something else in common with his namesake. They both are clutch. Jackson has hit big shot after big shot in his career. He relishes the chance to make that deciding play.
Now here's Ingram. O.J. Mayo missing his last shot. The pass to Hassel. Russell kicks to Mayo. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Mayo's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
What a strong effort. Something I can't say for the defense.
And Chris, I think you're right on the money when you say Reggie Jackson is looking to take that big shot.
And that's the exact mentality you want from a player who's going to take shots in the clutch. Make or miss, they have confidence. They want to be in that moment. They embrace it. He knocks it down.
Now, here is Russell. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Here's Hassel. He's got 11. 3-pointer. And D'Angelo Russell good for 3. And now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Talk about the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter. Wow.
They set the pick. Outside Jackson. Over in the corner. Lure. Pistons passing it around. Ingram with the steal. And here's Mayo from the arc. Second chance shot. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pistons trail by 6. Hilliard passes to Jackson. In the corner, it's Harris. Shot to stop the run. Harris missing again.
Decent attempt at the rim right there. Just simply off right now.
Here's Redding. They set the pick. Mayo up top. Takes the 3. And again, no good by the Lakers.
He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording a 3 during the first.
Outside Jackson. Here's Harris. Harris missing again.
His head doesn't look in the game right now. He can't seem to connect on any shot he takes out there.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Hilliard kicks to Jackson. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got 7 now in this quarter.
The catch and shoot, Jay, is lethal when used correctly. Easy to see why Jackson likes it so much.
Feeds it to Mayo. Here's Redding. Now here's Ingram. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now here's Jackson. He's got 14. Passes it to Hilliard. He feeds it to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Harris missing again. Lakers leading by 5. Ingram dishes to Mayo. He kicks it to Ingram. Off target from three-point range.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Outside Jackson. Shot from the top of the key. Here's Lure. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
Here's Redding. There's a good screen. Mayo. Again, Los Angeles.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Pistons trail by 4. Now a timeout called by Detroit. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And now, with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. Look at the Prophet, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, the captain, another one of the great rebounders in the league. What a season on the glass for him so far.
And they've each come into their own, I think, as rebounders during this stretch. I think they're getting used to the more physical nature of the NBA.
Morris a screen. Here's Marjanovic. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Marjanovic has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Pass to Hassel. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
I mean, he's just been huge today for his team. Without his hot shooting, there's no way they'd have the lead.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. On the free throw, no good. Pistons trail by 4. Now Udrih. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Udrih has got 6.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grab it for air.
Pass to Hassel. Now the dish to Collins. Here's Silk, covered by Morris. Good on the shot. Silk's got his 2nd bucket tonight. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Udrich. He's got 6. He dishes it to Smith. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. There's the pass to Cobb. Five on the clock. Here's Collins, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
This is not the same defensive team we saw in the first half. They are giving up way too many open looks.
Morris. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Collins has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Back to Mayo. Passes it to Hess. The feed to Collins. There's the pick. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Smith outside. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Here's Udrich. Off the left rim and out.
He had all the room in the world to get that up, but somehow blew it by rushing it just a tad.
And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Pistons trailed by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Smith outside. Dishes to Udrich. Here's the 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's tipped. Stolen by Ellenson. In the corner, it's Morris. Here's Udrich. He's guarded by Collins. Udrich, the pass to Marjanovic. Out to the right wing. Really left alone that time. Morris has got 5 now.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper for Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
Mayo kicks to Collins. Here's Hassel. He's got 18. Feeds it to Collins. 5 on the clock. Back to Mayo. Pulls up on the wing. Detroit with the rebound.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket for Marjanovic.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
We've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Hess. Shoots from 12. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And he gets it back. Tries yet again. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. .15 seconds left to play in the 3rd.
That's just an excellent, concentrated effort by him to come down with that rebound. Terrific work.
Smith dishes to Harris. Morris right side. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Morris has got it all tied up now for Detroit.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
Well, no one is stepping up and making them beat them off the dribble. Until that happens, they'll continue to burn you from there.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. They've got Collins. D'Angelo Russell out there with Silk. Then it's Ingram, and it's the Prophet in at the 5 spot. Now, here is Russell. 5 on the clock. He tries for 3, and Baines pulls it down. Harris passes to Smith. Outside Jackson to take the lead. The Pistons rebound. And the basket by Harris.
But you got to respect how much Harris hustles out there. He earns every rebound he gets.
The pass to the Prophet. Kicks it to Collins. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Jackson in the corner. Jackson missing again. The Lakers trail. Here's Ingram. Tries again. Offensive rebound. He feeds it to Russell. And another shot. Connects. The jumper drops. 14 points for the Prophet.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here, Clark.
I mean, at some point, you got to think about subbing some of these guys out, getting them a little bit of a breather. They just can't keep up.
Now here's Jackson. Smith outside. There's a good screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harris. Wow, way off on that one. Lakers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The drive by Russell. Baines with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Luer's checked in. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Harris. The Pistons shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Picked away. Fires from 14, and that one's good. Russell. And the Lakers lead by 2. Russell's got pretty good numbers from the floor so far, shooting 6 of 13. Harris kicks to Luer. There's a screen. Back to Harris. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Harris has got the game tied up here for Detroit.
Whether it's inside or outside, Harris remains steady and ready to shoot the ball. He definitely has the trust of his teammates and coaches.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Man, an utter defensive failure at a crucial part of the game. That's just not what you need.
Ingram with the steal. Here's Collins from outside off the mark.
His offense remains mostly absent, but he still has been a team player in helping get them the lead.
Collins against Smith. Jackson in the corner. Back to Smith. 5 to shoot. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Silk. And it's Russell at the elbow. Ball's knocked loose. It's taken away by Smith. Outside Jackson. They set the pick. Back to Smith. 4 on the shot clock to take the lead. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's the Prophet. Passes it to Cobb. He kicks to Collins. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Pass to Harris from deep. Offensive rebound. Baines sinks that one from the post.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
I mean, I always say that for a defense to play 24 seconds and then to let the other team get the rebound and continue their possession, it is deflating. It is almost as if you let a football team run on 3rd and 10 and get the first down. And it's completely demoralizing to the D as well. Boxing out is simple, and to forget to do it can be costly.
Here's Russell after the basket by Detroit. Mayo kicks to Ingram, poked away, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Mayo dishing to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots off the step back.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Jackson passes to Lure. There's a screen. Top of the key, Harris. Knocked away. Ingram with the steal. Releases from 15. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
Now here's Jackson from deep. Rebound the Lakers. The Prophets got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's Russell in the corner. Ingram setting a pick for Russell. There's the dish to Mayo. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Pistons trail by 3 to the left wing. Here's Hilliard. Back to Jackson. Harris a screen on Russell. Jackson kicks to Harris to tie it up. Here's Baines. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Ingram. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Brandon Ingram.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Now here's Jackson. Hilliard kicks to Lure. And it's Harris off the drive. It's good. Russell with it. Inside, here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And at 6'9", Ingram is constantly on the prowl for these dunks. An incredible athlete who just finishes with ease near the hoop.
Now here's Jackson. He dishes it to Baines. Can't hit from 12.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Solid defense. They weren't going anywhere against them there.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Oh, it's like he's a magnet to the ball. No matter where he goes, it finds him.
Good on the shot. Harris has got 22.
And when you're Harris's size, you have to really use your length to beat defenders, and he is just so good at doing that.
They set the screen. Ingram kicks to Mayo. The feed now to Russell. Baines with the block.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
In the corner, it's Harris. And right on target. Good. Harris has got 12 points here in the second half.
Oh, he has owned this quarter. Everything he is throwing up is falling right now.
Now here's Ingram, guarded by Harris. Ingram kicks to Russell. Again, Russell missing. The Pistons have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Over to the wing. Harris outside. From deep. It's good from long range. And it's a 4-point Piston lead.
He is a dangerous outside shooter, and if you leave him open, he can bury them consistently.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Inside, here's the Prophet. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Detroit's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Off the screen. Nice D from Russell.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, the screen got him all the space he needed to release that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
And the 3-ball is good. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Now here's Lure. Dishes it to Harris. Back to Lure. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harris. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. To the paint. It's deflected. Baines dishes to Jackson. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
And just a fantastic job by Jackson, remaining aggressive on offense. His team turns to him in these moments, and he knows how to provide.
Russell kicks to Mayo. And it's Mayo again missing. The Pistons shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Harris passes to Jackson. Feeds to Baines. On the wing, Harris. Off target from outside.
I'm sure the D has no issue whatsoever with him taking those threes, but he isn't hitting anything from out there.
They set the pick. Russell kicks to Mayo. Count it!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
And that's what the fans came to see, baby. Tremendous shot in the clutch.
Now here's Jackson. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way.
And you want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his name is called.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 4. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Stan Van Gundy as he talked with his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Lets the 3 fly. Second chance shot. But they get it back. Lure. Here's Baines. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable, but now still a one-possession game.
Well, that's why his size and length are so valuable. He altered the shot and collected the glass, all in a day's work.
Good! And That shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, man, you love how calm Jackson stays in these pressure-filled moments, showing true leadership by burying the bucket.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and they go to the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Harris. And here's Jackson. Three-pointer. Bullseye!
Wow, and with Jackson, he looks to score from any spot on the floor. So effective at getting to the basket as well as pulling up.
Here's Mayo. Shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. Well, they are going to replay right now to make sure he did not release it in time as the officials originally ruled. Well, they had thought they had the game already won. Now they've got their fingers crossed. And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they ruled that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talk about winning it at the very last second. What a finish. Thankfully, the replay gets the officials off the hook on what would have been an awful call to miss.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
D'Angelo Russell.
He was putting passes on a platter for these guys, leading them straight to the basket for easy buckets. He finished with 13 assists, and as good as that total was, it still doesn't reflect what a supreme job he did running their offense.